Went through a divorce because of a Pokemon addiction I kind of got into. Every day, just one pack.
Stock checkers, we cleared them out, baby. Fuck them kids.
I've waited so long to pull this card.
Adult Pokemon collectors have taken things to a weird place. You've got full-grown men camping outside a Target, waiting to clear the shelves, essentially stealing joy from little kids. And the funniest part about it is how many of them call storing thousands of Pokemon packs in their living room investing. Today, we'll be looking more into the logic of these investors and checking out some of the funniest videos across the internet of them in action. Let's hop into it. Guy's probably so confused. Imagine walking into Walmart and seeing this guy with 100 packs or boxes of Pokemon cards.
Holy shit. Leave some for the kids.
I know. Fuck them kids, Loki.
I think that's logic we'll see a lot throughout this video, but this is just a sampler of what's actually happening. So it's a bunch of older guys, 30, 40, 50 for the most part, some women, but mostly men, are going to Walmarts and Targets or whatever department store and just clearing out the shelves to try to sell them to kids for more money. What is Shane Gillis doing, man? These are grown men. It's hard to even say much about this, right? We've got one guy who looks maybe 50 and another guy who looks maybe 40, pushing each other out the way of a Pokemon vending machine. I'm not sure what the vending machine distributes, but I imagine same kind of thing, something that can be resold for more on the internet, but it's kind of hilarious and pretty sad at the same time.
You can't have financial. That's the problem. Okay? We'll make sure we clear that up. You got it. They got it.
That was crazy. How do you even get that many? How do you even get that many, bro? You were wild.
They're making this poor Costco employee have to treat them like little kids. Like everybody one at a time. Like, come on. Look at these people, man. Like, I see plenty of folks out here that are, 50 years old at least. And we're stealing, or maybe not stealing, but buying Pokemon cards so that kids can't open them, or so that you can make money off their parents trying to buy them. I'm not exactly sure, but like this dude on the right here, there's no way this dude is going home and like opening up Pokemon packs, right? And I shouldn't fully judge. I'm sure some of these people are doing it for their kids, but let's be real. Most of them, I would have to imagine, aren't coming to a department store as it opens to do this for something other than money.
Boy Redbeard here, the internet's biggest Pokemon scalper. Hey, my Discord group hit me with that notification said Walmart restock. Man, I hit my local stock checkers. We cleared them out, baby. Fuck them kids. Hey, comment scalper down below. I'll send you an invite so you can cook like this too.
I'll pass on that. And I talked about this in my previous video about Legos. What are you going to do with all of this inventory, right? You have to store it, taking up an entire garage, and then you're going to sell all of these one by one. At this point, is it even worth the couple extra dollars you're going to make from taking excitement from kids? And also, this guy's like some sort of course seller or something, or he wants you to buy his Discord on how to buy Pokemon packs. This guy in the comments says, I just want some for me and my daughter to open. It feels pretty logical. But you've got people like this out here running around at the restock, stealing all the packs. As I was going around the internet, I found this distinction that a lot of people make about themselves where they call themselves investors rather than scalpers. And this lady makes a video talking about what the difference is and why she isn't a scalper.
Some people are calling me a scalper. Let's talk about it respectfully. Avengers, assemble to the comment section. The scalper. A man or a woman camped outside of Smith's or Target to scoop all the Pokemon stuff off the shelves to flip the same day for a profit. No patience, no passion, no love for the hobby, just greed. And to contrast, an investor. We buy smart, usually from the secondary market, not from the
Because investors notoriously love the hobby.
hands of screaming children. We store, protect and hold because we believe in the hobby long term. We're not flipping, we're preserving value. So, before you call someone a scalper, ask yourself this. Are they draining the hobby or are they helping to preserve it? Because one is chasing hype and the other is building legacy.
Why are you calling yourself an investor then? Your objective as an investor is to make money. So you can try to trick yourself all you want. You might not be stealing from kids, which I guess is one step better, but call it what it is. Why are you trying to trick yourself into being this noble person who's preserving the hobby? Like, you're not preserving it because you're holding inventory from kids who would theoretically preserve the hobby because they're the ones that should be partaking in said hobby. But, if it makes you feel better, you're not a scalper.
I have over £50,000 invested in the Scarlet and Violet era. Let's chat about my strategy. I buy one booster box of every main series set for display. This is my personal collection and I will never sell these. For every set released, I buy a booster box case so I can diversify and I don't run the risk of missing out on a sleeper set.
Sleeper set.
And the sets that I think are top for the era, I double it. And finally, for the set that I believe is the best in the era, Destined Rivals.
She said she doubles it by adding 1 to 2.
Double again. And now we wait. Okay, let's go. This channel focuses on the financial side.
There's so many things I want to say about this, but the first one is, why are people so obsessed with investing in things like this where you have to hold hundreds of individual items, you have to store those items, you have to preserve those items, and then when the day comes that you actually want to get rid of them, you're probably going to have to take a haircut to actually sell those items.
I took all the cards and just sold them at a pawn shop for like a third of the price.
Like, it makes no sense. The whole diversification thing, like you're diversifying within one trading card game's modern card sets, like not even across games, not even across eras, just straight up the most new version of a single trading card game. So if you ever see memes in other spaces about a top signal, I feel like this would be it for Pokemon.
Inside this bag is $157,000, and I just used this to purchase this massive Pokemon collection that this gentleman drove 15 hours to come drop off at Ryan's Card House headquarters. He has this sitting in his closet for the past 5 to 7 years, collecting every single...
This clip is basically just him breaking down the transaction, which it's crazy to me that transactions of this size actually happen. But what actually drew me to this video was Tony's hobby channel comments. That's crazy because if you find one good card that's valued at 200K or more, everything else is just icing on the cake. Congratulations. That comment alone made me realize how much of this craze is due to gambling. At first I thought, scalpers, people are buying for their kids, we have the investors, but a lot of it is gambling. And actually, later in the video, we have clips from our guy Caleb Hammer, who has guests on that are actually going into debt for opening Pokemon cards because they view it like a gamble. So make sure you hang around for that. Let's check out the next one.
This collector just hit 6 figures in sealed Pokemon product, over $135,000 USD, and made a throne out of her collection. How did she do it? By being very, very boring. She didn't hunt trophy cards or chase rare limited edition products. She stacked sealed modern core products bought at retail and held. That's it. Her throne of box.
Wouldn't you want the limited edition products? I'm not 100% sure here, but that sounds like something that would be better as an investment. And also it sounds like she just bought $135,000 worth of packs and now has a $135,000 portfolio of packs. So I'm not sure what's too special about it.
These are mostly mainstream and reprinted sets that people enjoyed, like a sealed case of Evolving Skies, plus Mountains of Brilliant Stars, Fusion Strikes, Chilling Rain, booster boxes, and Crown Zenith ETBs. Not a crazy variety of products, just high volume in a few of the biggest Sword and Shield sets. The real strategy was very straightforward. Buy at retail or close to it. Booster boxes, ETBs, full cases when you can. Don't overcomplicate it, focus on sets that people like, and finally have conviction and patience. She didn't panic at reprints or hype cycles, she didn't constantly check prices or try to time the peaks, she just bought, set it, and forget it. Her success proves you don't need a museum-worthy collection, you need volume, time, and the discipline not to rip and not to...
I pretty much disagree with everything here. You don't want a ton of volume, like we've said a ton of times. You end up with a Pokemon throne in your living room if you buy a ton of volume. So if you're even going to invest in this kind of thing, why not just do it all in one really good pack or one really good card? I'm not sure, but we have 2 comments that I found interesting. One guy says, "This isn't collecting, this is storing product in your house." Agreed. Another person says, "It's impossible to buy at retail now because everyone is doing this." I feel like that points at a major problem here. If everybody is filling their living room with cards and nobody's actually opening them, do you not see the problem there?
Explain this divorce. Well, I actually went through a divorce because of a Pokemon addiction I kind of got into. I started spending on Pokemon every day, just one pack.
What?
Strip it through,
What's the cost of a pack?
It's like $3.
Yeah, but that's over $1,000 a year. Sell your Pokemans.
I did actually. When she found out, she said I had to sell them right then or she was going to divorce me. So I took all the cards and just sold them at a pawn shop for like 1/3 of the price.
And yet, she still divorced you.
Yes.
The pawn shop situation is something that we've talked about a little bit, where if you're forced to sell, what are you going to do? In this case, he took 1/3 of the asset value to sell immediately. So again, you have to be careful if you're buying a ton of this stuff because it'll be impossible to move in a crunch. And then of course, this guy's got other problems, and I'm sure he's not alone in being in debt while buying Pokemon cards daily.
You're going out there and blowing on Pokemon?
I didn't realize you were spending $400 in Pokemon cards for the month.
I went over the limit. I have a bad habit with instant gratification. And so I spent...
Oh, he has a bad habit, so it's okay that he went behind your back and went against his word. He has a bad habit. That's all.
A hobby that I have is collecting Pokemon cards.
Okay, yeah. Pokemon is now up to 700.
It's probably going to be over $1,000.
What the fuck, buddy?
More money that I should have spent.
Dude, you just got buddied by your wife. She just laid down a buddy. You're in trouble.
He's instigating. But just another guy going down into debt for Pokemon cards. We've got some folks that are fighting in Walmart. We've got some investors. And then we've got these people going into debt. Seems like a common theme with these collector items is people going into debt for things that they can't have. I mean, we do live in a super consumeristic society, but if you can't afford it, especially if it's Pokemon cards, you probably shouldn't buy it. He's shaking.
We did. Oh my god, I've waited so long to pull this card. And we did it.
I'm not sure if this is satire or if it's legit, but this dude is on his knees in a library because he got a Pokemon card.
It's not a good look. Women don't respect it. Kind of makes me look like a bitch. I like it.
I thought that was a perfect clip to end the video because let's just say I've got a couple negative comments on the Disney adult and Lego adult video for my harsh opinions on adults doing things they enjoy. I just want to clarify I have no problem with doing what you enjoy, but just don't be one of the people in these videos. Don't think you're an investor. Don't run in front of little kids at Target and steal the packs. And maybe don't freak out in public, but do as you please, I guess. If you enjoyed this video, maybe check out that Lego adult video or the Disney adult video. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.